This is for those who like to reuse whatever, a recycled person. And this is basically picture frame type thing. This is a genius idea for a picture frame with included basically the glass. It's not really glass, it'll be a plastic instead, but it'll be something to look into. The only thing you're going to need is a laptop. It does not have to be working. The laptop, I actually do recommend it to be a broken one that is non-functional. That way you can do this the best way without having to destroy a perfectly good laptop. For the example, yeah, I can't take this one apart because it's just resetting. So if you got an old laptop sitting around in a garage or whatever and you don't need it, just take the screen out of it. The screen's what you're going to need. What's the screen going to be used for? The picture frame. Now you're probably thinking, how are you going to be able to use a black screen for a picture frame? That's just going to make your house look bad if you actually do this. Well, there's the thing. You got to remove the screen out of the base. You got to remove it out of the laptop. Take this for example. This is I don't know what brand this one was, but this was a screen from the laptop. And that is exactly what you're supposed to be seeing right there. After you see all this, I'm going to try to dismantle this as I'm on camera. I should have a couple screwdrivers. I have a screwdriver right here. Okay. So then once you get it, see if I can do this without screwing up. And I want to remove these screws. I'm actually surprised this screwdriver actually fits these screws. Wow, it fits perfectly. Remove these screws. And do it the safe way. Be safe. This has glass components. Okay, just remove all of these screws. There's like 6 of them total. Actually, I think there's more of them under this one layer. Oh, you see my TV player in the screen. Wow, that's what that purple is. Okay, once that piece is removed, that is what the hinge would be connected to. You could recycle or you could throw that away. That's up to you. Then the other side got to be done the exact same way. It doesn't matter if you break this anymore. It does not matter if it's broke. If it's broke, then it's okay. It's already going to be taken apart. Then you take these on out. Ooh, this one's actually a little bit rough. I'm literally having to hold it in my kneecaps. I have already done this, I don't know how many times in my past several years, so I am basically, this is nothing new to me. Okay, get the other screws. Try and make sure it's on camera. I am actually highly surprised that this screwdriver actually worked. Like, I'm surprised. This is just a screwdriver I grabbed from my tool bag to take this thing apart to do a power reset. How to take the battery on and all that good stuff. And this is the exact same one. I'm actually surprised that this thing's still... Remember, be precaution when doing this if you do decide to do this. This does have glass with it. And then, other hinges off. Once you got the hinges off, it should look something like this. No hinges. No brackets to holding it. Next step is to, well, basically, it's broke anyway, so it doesn't matter if you break this on off. It does not matter if you break this on off. Like, that's just for, like, the screen. Like, this is just your actual screen thingy. So, once you get all that off, you're going to want to look for these little tape things, okay? I call them tape things. I actually don't know what the real names are. Ooh, this time, I had never cleaned my knife off. Had to cut some chicken up for the other day for my cats, and I never cleaned my knife off, of course. Those leftovers. So excuse how dirty my knife is. This is the part you got to be careful at, too. And all you got to do is just basically gently, well, if I can get into there. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to cut this slice of tape off. I got to put the phone down for a minute, so... Okay, so... I paused the video. I had to switch a knife because That one up there was super dull, and apparently the tip of it was bent. That's why I wasn't cutting. But I got this one cut. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off, that one, and then I'm going to come in, yeah. Okay, I got it all cut with the knife, or as much as I did. As you can tell, it's still on there. Knife is closed. Remember, be safe when doing this. Notice how you still got to do a couple other things. Next step, you're going to see these little tiny things right there. Okay, you see them? They're like little tiny clips to hold the frame on. I want to unclip them all. I forgot. Still in time, I forgot another one here. Looks like I did. I don't know. No, that was the for the screen itself. I'll be right back. Okay, the frame is now removed, or the screen frame. That is what holds the screen into place, the actual screen panel. I'm going to keep this since it's still in good shape. And I can still probably reuse it. However, this is the part that you would have to be careful with. Like, you don't have to be extra, like, unless you're new at this, I would be careful because that is the LCD screen to the laptop. I have officially removed the LCD screen. That's how you do it. Gotta unscrew the little hinge brackets. Then gotta cut the tape. And then slowly unclip this all the way around it. Once it's unclipped, the screen can be safely removed. And I'm just gonna... This is normal. Do not freak out. I just threw it across my room. It is probably busted. If that thing's not busted, I will be shocked. It's not going to be used anymore. It will be thrown away. I just don't... Yeah. That is what you should have be met with right here. Let me... Sorry, I had to disconnect that. That's for the LEDs. Or something else. I think that's for the LED at least. I have to look at that. And then that's what you should be met with. Just like that. Just the screen. Once you're met with this, then... Once you get all that taken off, remove all the excess screens that they come with. Because you're not going to want those to stick in there. Once you get all these removed, depending on what model it is and all that stuff, depends on how many you're going to have. They typically have 4, 5 to 7. But you're going to remove all those, throw those down there, and then, voila, you got a clear screen. Don't believe me? My thumb is underneath the clear screen part. Oh, that's only what it looks like. It just popped off. It's not broke. It actually comes off from this frame, so you can actually take it off from the frame, and then, yeah. However, if you do pop it off the frame, you're going to have to put some kind of a tape or whatever to help hold it back on frame. But I do have an example besides this. That's just how to disassemble them. So you've already saw that, you've already saw that, you've already saw that. This is one that has already been disassembled, and I lost or broke the frame and everything else. This is what I'm talking about. Clear, and then white. All you have to do is just stick your picture into there, smack the clear screen on, and then boom, picture frame. Now, if you're going to have to do tape around the sides, I do recommend taping your picture of choice into there. That way, when you do the taping here, because this can be a permanent, well, you don't have to be a permanent type thing, but you can just put tape here to help keep it secured on the top. You can put 1, 2, or other little portraits or whatever, and then put little tape to make it look better, design it looking good. And then if anything, you could honestly take a certain screen from here. So like, for example, this trippy looking one, you could probably place it there and tape, like, I believe you could probably, I haven't done this, I'm thinking about actually doing it later on. Just taping like a little board, like getting some kind of good taping from here, going to wrap around, making sure it's wrapped around, and then getting this screen on the last screen, go from there. And then, yeah, like, if you're going to hang up a picture for a long time, you can actually use this. And, or if it's going to be a portrait of somebody or whatever, this could be used as a portrait, like person, face and all that stuff, whatever. Like, take that one for an example. Have her right there instead. And then tape it all up, make it look nice. Borderline with tape, and then done. And if I could pull it off, I can hook it up to lights. Make it light up. And then think about this part, okay? Your clear screen. You can have one there, there, and then there. I'm actually thinking about doing this. And then for right here, there, and there. And then I've already been using one for the past year. That's actually a TV screen, white screen with the border. So yeah, there's a handy little thing you could do with a laptop screen. TV screens cannot typically do this because they're mostly made with LEDs. These are, however, they are like LEDs and could be fluorescent. I don't know which one this is. I think it's a fluorescent. I'm not for sure. But they're thin enough and everything else. And you can honestly probably get like maybe some kind of something to melt those on off. Or like cut them off or whatever and make it smoother. Like take this one for an example. It does not have them. Well, that does not want to come off. Static. There it goes. Like this one don't have them, so yeah. Like there's a little tip you could do with the laptop screen. So instead of just throwing the whole thing away, like instead of throwing the entire thing away to the trash, take the screen out, do that process, and then boom, picture frame, and could be a light up. So if this is a good idea, tell me what you think. If it's not, also just tell me what you think. Hey, this is actually not a good idea. It's easier to just go buy yourself a cheap one from Walmart or Dollar General or whatever. Yes, I agree it will be cheaper, but in case like laptops out there, they are generally made like they're like a phone or a TV. They're thrown away the most because they're old, they're getting outdated. You can't use them no more. Throw them away. So I'm figuring if you have a couple of these things laying around, take them out and literally make them a new purpose. Like easy as that. So yeah, and this one. Ooh. This one actually did come from, I believe, a Windows Vista laptop. Like, you can tell that's an old laptop screen because look how big that thing is. Like, look how tall that would be on a laptop. Like, you can tell this was a big one from back in the day. Like, maybe like an early 2000s. And these other ones are like more or less narrow and all that stuff. So, just tell me what you think. And yeah. The screen's down there. That's up to you with what you want to do. They could be used for like maybe patching stuff. I've actually used for those. I've actually used some of that stuff like screens to patch a wall. Yes, we've actually took a screen like this, stuck on the wall, taped it like this. Like for example, there's a hole. Yeah, I've actually taped it on there and just covered it. Like you could definitely tell where the patch was, but it actually was so clean, like you didn't know about it. The only reason why you could tell is because the door was open and shut, you can see the thing. It was a temporary patch. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments, and yeah.